Hey everybody, it's me, Undead Viking. I want to take a few moments out of your day to talk to you about this thing that I just got in the mail. This is my adventure case. I ordered this from, well, there's a Kickstarter going on right now from Dogmite Games for what you're seeing in front of me. Not technically this one, because you're not going to get this one. This is mine. But I ordered one through Dogmite, and they were kind enough to send it to me early so I could do this video just so I could tell you how awesome this thing is. I'm just going to be kind of showing you how big it is. The idea behind the adventure case is that this is a small little wooden case that you can bring with you to your gaming sessions. Just have, I host my D&D gaming sessions, but I can keep all of my bare essential D&D stuff, my dice, my notes, my mechanical pencil, which I'm going to show you all those things, and I can keep them all in one place. And which, you know, you might be saying, well, okay, yeah, sure, it looks cool. It's got this cool little like Viking Helmet Skyrim type logo thing in the front, which, you know, being the Undead Viking, that's what I picked. And if you go to the Kickstarter page or go to the Dogmite Games page, you can see there's tons of different options as far as what this goes. I went with the wooden upraised like logo, if you will. You can get a dragon. There's like a lich skull. There's also just like a flat metal plate if you were like that's something you want as well. Like different ones of those you can, but I kind of like this one. And there's also different colors. I chose the black. I think this is called Abyssal Cherry or something as far as the varnish goes. But anyway, regardless, you know, the idea behind it is that one, it looks really freaking cool. But two, it's just like I said, it's something that you can use to go along with you know, your player's handbook when you go to your gaming session, or if you're the DM, you know, it's like you got your DMG, you got your monster manual, and you know, why not grab this line? If you're a Pathfinder player, you just got your one Pathfinder book, and then you've got this as well, and it has everything else that you need. You know, and yeah, I mean, I still have my giant Crown Royal bag that I used to carry out my dice, but I can just throw like 15, 16 dice in here and it's good to go. And you can kind of hear the dice rattling around in there right now. Plus, I'm going to show you a couple other things that's on the inside of it here in just a few seconds. But before I do that, I want to talk about, this is one of those things that, like, I was a little worried whenever you're dealing with handmade stuff, and these are all handmade by the gentlemen that run the show over at Dogmite. I'm always worried about how sturdy these things are going to be. You know, it's like, oh, well, like the latches, you know, be loose, or you know, will I, you know, like, will this be flush when it closes? I mean, I try. I mean, I'm a bit of a tiny bit of a carpenter. You know, I finished my basement with the help of my father and things like that. But I'm very, you know, rough, you know, like, as long as I get it close type of carpentry, you know, if you will. Whereas this is, you know, it has to be kind of exact and right on. But it is. And so when I got it, you know, it's got some heft to it. It feels solid. I mean, I'm not going to go drop it on the floor or anything like that. But it doesn't feel fragile in any way. And it just, well, obviously it just looks really freaking cool. But let me I'm gonna give you a closer look at what it is and you know, what's inside, and we'll do that here in just a second. But I just wanted to give you one more little quick glance at the Viking helmet here. Yes, and I know Vikings didn't have horned helmets, if you will. They just wore, because the horns on a helmet made it really easy for somebody to grab onto it and drag you to the ground or hold you in place as they're cutting your throat. But you know, it does just look really, really cool and badass. So, all right, cool. I'm gonna open this sucker up and I'm gonna show you exactly what's inside, and you know, got a couple of surprises in there as well. So here, okay, magic of video editing. Well, now since I'm not dancing around, I can maybe show you a better look at each of the sides of the box before the case, the adventure case, if you will, just so you can get a better look. So once again, here is the really cool, you know, Viking helmet, if you will, and then, you know, some hinges. Obviously, there's the base. I do like these little corners, you know, the metal studs, if you will, and and that's for protection as well, you know. So like if it hits the corner or whatever, you're not gonna bust up the wood in that section as well. And so you might be wondering what those hinges are on the side, but I'll show that to you in just a second. Now, the cool thing about the adventure case is that not only does it hold stuff in, it has a dual purpose. And you might be wondering, like, if you're having the case, why technically, holding this, it's like, the orientation of the logo. Normally, like when you're looking at a case, like this is the front, right? And so you'd think that the helmet would be the other way, it would be facing this way because you're opening it up instead of looking away from you. Well, the reason for that is that the adventure case, the whole idea behind it, is that you bring this to your gaming session, especially for the DM, and then you open it up. Okay, so here's the inside. So this right here is a dice tray. And this has a very nice suede insert. You can also get a felt insert. I went with black just to go with the whole, well, I'm an evil DM, if you will, so I wanted to kind of go with that motif, if you will. So now you have it, and this right here, this is just this is my notes that I always, whenever I get done with a D&D session, I write down information as far as where they are as far as the dungeon and what have you, and any experience points they get, and so that fits in there pretty nicely. And you can notice that there's this other opening here. Okay, so you might be wondering, you heard the dice rattling. So here you open this up, and here we have the spot for the dice. So we can take these dice out, and you can roll them in the case down here. There's also same backing up here. If you wanted to, you could roll dice in these locations as well. Obviously, this is the larger area to roll the dice inside. I do like the fact that it isn't completely muffled, so like there's nothing scarier for players to, if they hear the DM just all of a sudden rolling some dice behind the screen. Now you might be saying, what do you mean screen? Doesn't look like there's a screen. Well, here's my spot for my mechanical pencil. Well, then the cool thing about these sides is that you pick it up and you place it like so, and all of a sudden you have a DM screen. They can't see your rolls. You can kind of have your notes and stuff behind you. And this is one of those things where I like having the big, taller DM screen that kind of like goes around like that. And you can still do that, but I like people seeing the front of this. And the thing is that I kind of like the smaller one, because when you have a big DM screen, it's tough to see what's on the table or whatever. And so, like, obviously then this is what the players see. And now this is why the logo is the other way. So now the logo is facing the right way when you're playing with the players. So you have this, and then once again, you can use this as the DM screen. Now, you might be wondering what these doohickeys are that are hanging down. And if you thought, well, they look kind of like lights, you're exactly correct. They are lights. And they are just little LED lights that you can twist and turn on, if you will. And this is an add-on that you can definitely just have put into the case, if you will. Here, I'm going to turn the lights off really quick. And I do run the occasional Call of Cthulhu game in kind of a dim area, and so there you go. You can see, you have those cool lights, and I'm not gonna, and it's not enough light truly to read dice. If you roll the dice in the corner, you can see, like, okay, there's a 6, and you might not, oh hey, I rolled a 20. So you can maybe not really totally tell. It's not enough light for that. But if you have dim lighting that you're playing in, say like around like this, it does add a little bit of a mood and a look or whatever. And is helpful. And yeah, not necessarily needed, but is it cool? Yeah, you bet your butt it's cool, and I'm definitely glad that I had the lights added to my design. So, and there you go. That's literally all there is to it. It is a wonderful addition to the stuff that I bring with me when I do travel to conventions. I only assume I just got it, but I can definitely see myself bringing this with me when I go to my conventions and when I go to other people's houses to play my role-playing games. And it is going to be my DM screen of choice when it comes to playing at my house every other week when we play D&D. So there you go. That is the adventure case. If you have any questions about it and any of the options, I can definitely answer those, but you're probably going to get a lot quicker answer if you go directly to their Kickstarter page. I think there's just a little less than a week going on right now to get your very own version of this. Like I said, they have tons of different options, tons of different colors. They even have like 5 or 6 different colors of the lights if you want those. And you can also just go directly to their website, and you're probably going to get the best answers from there as well. So, all right. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. This was the Adventure Case, and this is Untitled Viking telling you to have yourself one heck of an awesome day. All right. Bye-bye.